So welcome ladies and gentlemen, welcome to today's video. We're going to be talking about a lot of different things in this one, right? Happy Saturday or Sunday, depends where you are really. But we've got a few things to discuss. First of all, I have got my YouTube plaque, folks. It's finally arrived. So I'm just going to show you it real quick because you know what? Without you guys subscribing, this thing would never have arrived. So thank you very much. Number two, we're changing up the hairstyle. I've got rid of the line and the fade on the sides, if you guys didn't know. So that's going to grow out. Huge excitement there. And then we're going to talk about eFootball. Basically, how has the year gone? Because basically, this time last year, eFootball was just about getting ready to launch, right? On the 30th of September, I think, was the release date. So it's nearly been a whole year. How's it gone? Well, pretty bad, to be honest, but you know what I mean. We'll get into that. And then a few other things we're going to dive into. So let's get going. First of all, I'm going to whip out the plaque, show you guys it, and then we'll crack on with the video. Here we go. All right, folks, so it comes in this lovely box. You actually get a letter from the CEO herself. Get that out of here. It does say congratulations. If your award was damaged, well, hey. But yeah, there's a little bit of spiel from Mrs. Susan just saying that she watches me content regularly. So that's nice to know. But there it is, folks. There it is. As you can see, the TrueBrits for passing 100,000 subscribers. So yeah, you can see my camera as well. Ooh. You can see all my setup. But no, thank you very much, folks. It does mean an absolute bucket load to get this award because, I mean, who would have thought it? You know, when you first start a channel, you've got 0 views, 0 subscribers. I've pretty much built this channel from the ground up with no real help. I've never really collaborated with anyone. And that's the thing with me. I'm too lazy to do it. So, you know, you do see a lot of YouTubers that collaborate with big YouTubers and in turn, they're going to get a bucket load of subscribers. Well, I'm just too lazy to do it. So yeah, we've done all right. So thank you very much, folks. I love you all. Thank you for subscribing. And now we're going for 1 million. Hilarious. But you never know. Something could happen. Right, let's move on now to the next thing. Okay, so now let's talk about eFootball 23. How has the year gone for Konami themselves? We're also going to talk about FIFA because that's going to be coming out next week. And I'm going to be back to streaming. That's the plan. But anyway, let's talk about eFootball 2023. And I'm going to run, hopefully Spoonie doesn't mind me doing this, but I'm going to run Spoonie's video in the background because he put this video out the other day, right? And, you know, it makes so much sense. I think we all agree with it. But basically it said, eFootball 2023 has 0 content, do better Konami, and then it's a bit of a rant. I'll leave the original link, of course, in the description. Go check it out. But the reason I'm going to run this is because it's just something to have in the background, because this is it. As Spoonie has said, this is pretty much all the events that we have had for the last year. In fact, we didn't even have the eFootball League, I don't think, at the beginning. But this is it. You know, this is it. This is all the content we've had for a whole year from Konami. And yes, I know it's a free-to-play game. I understand that. So in a way, Konami can kind of get away with some of this stuff because, you know, I've had people even come into my videos, oh, it's free-to-play, what are you complaining about? Well, firstly, I'm a PES fan, okay? I've always bought PES. When PES was around every single year for decades, I bought every iteration of PES, right? And I'm sure a lot of you guys did. And then eFootball came out and they went to the free-to-play model, and that's fine. But the lack of content is extremely worrying. They pretty much released this game when it was not even close to being finished. They just put it out there. I don't really know what Konami's expectations were, but they can't have been great, right? Anyone with half a brain will know putting out half-finished product is not going to go down well with the consumers, right? And it didn't. Now, Konami, though, are going to be looking at their revenue stream, right? And there's no doubt they're making money off of this game. They're making a lot of money off of this game, okay? Me personally, I only spend on stream, and I only spent when people sent me money to buy things. So I haven't actually spent anything on this game now for months and months and months and months. But there are obviously people out there that spend it. Now, that's fine. I don't really care. I've never had any problem with anyone spending their hard-earned cash on games that they play. That's why I don't really understand people. Like, coming into videos and complaining that why are you spending money? You're the ones making the money, therefore they're going to keep doing it. Well, that's not how it works. Like, me not paying for anything is not going to stop Harry next door from paying for something, right? You're all going to have to do it as a unit, but that's never going to happen because you've got people playing this game in Japan, you've got people playing in America, in Europe, in Australia. It doesn't matter. All walks of life are playing this, so trying to boycott this game isn't going to do anything. The problem with this game, and I'll say it right now, is it's a mobile game. It still is a mobile game, and it's actually turned more into a mobile game since, guess what? Yeah, they released the mobile version. Once they released the mobile version, this game suddenly became a lot more automated when it came to defending and a lot of other functions with the game. And that is the problem. Trying to build a console and mobile game together doesn't really work, does it? All right, let's just rerun this. And that's what's happened. So from a standpoint of myself and you guys, no, I think we can all come to terms with the fact that eFootball has not been a very good product for any of us, especially online people. Yeah, sure, they've got the computer versus CPU versus U modes, but even Legend AI has now become very, very stupid. And once again, I swear it factors into that mobile problem. It does. I'm sorry, you can't have a next-gen experience with a mobile game attached to it. I'm still holding down that, whatever the word is, consensus, thesis, whatever. All right, I'm still holding that down, folks, that there's no chance of this game being how we want it, next gen, the Unreal 5 engine and all that, whilst it's on mobile. Prove me wrong, Konami, prove me wrong, but I can't see it happening. So yeah, I think eFootball for a lot of us has been a disaster, and it's why you guys have seen it with my content. I used to put out Master Leagues all the time, etc., and do series. I haven't done any series on eFootball in the longest time because I'm bored of it. I'm sick of it. There's nothing to do on it. It's the same recycled teams, the same recycled legends every single week. I know there's licensing issues, so, Konami can't get the likes of Thierry Henry and players like that, but you can get, like, Patrick Vieira. I don't know how that works, but obviously it's licensing. But yeah, we're seeing the same content, the same events, the same players in the spin of the week. And how many top players can you have in a team? And there's nothing else in this game. You can't do a manual versus manual game. You can't do only a 2-star versus a 2-star. You're playing up against the same teams every single week. There's my accent, and it just doesn't work. So anyway, folks, that's my little rant about that. Spoonie said it as well. I mean, it is what it is. We are where we are. Konami can do what they want. I feel next year's got to be a better year. It has to be a better year, because if it isn't, we're going to be stuck doing the same old tripe again and again and again. Edit mode should hopefully be around the corner at some point. There is talks that in November they are coming out with some cups and leagues. Actually, let me find that on Twitter real quick and show you what I mean. Hang on. All right, so if you head over to Twitter, right, this was posted by Mr. DeHea10, welcome son, on Twitter. But he said, might have something to play in November, possibly, because this is what one guy said. He said, November arrives, eFootball 23 Cup mode and League. Although the Cup is not licensed in the game, the ball appears to be official due to the licensing partnership with Adidas, or Adidas, wherever you are. Confirm if the ball actually comes or not, but from the trailer, it looks like it does. So who knows? It's still not really a whole lot to do, but at least it'll be something. I mean, winning a cup is not going to do a whole lot for you on the game, unless maybe they give you some GP or a free beer or something. But at least it could be something. We'll see. But anyway, next year, I'm hoping to see, obviously, edit mode, Master League, and just content that brings us back to enjoying this game. But from my point, from a lot of you guys, is eFootball has not been a good year. And I'm sure if Konami could have got rid of those first 4 or 5 months, 6 months even, they would have. All right, that's it. That's my thoughts on eFootball for the year. Now let's move over to something else real quickly. Just to cover this website, right? eFootball Universe. I've had a lot of people who've hit me up, not complaining, but they're saying they can't log in. Folks, eFootball and PES Universe, they're different. They are completely different. If you sign up here, and we've also added PayPal now, remember, next year is going to be the year when this goes full-fledged, what with edit mode coming and everything else. But yes, we have added PayPal, so you can actually purchase this with PayPal now. But they're different. PES Universe, eFootball Universe are different, okay? We are phasing out PES Universe. PES is done. Unfortunately, it is done. eFootball is here. That's the road we're going. So this is the new website that we are going to keep building upon. Next year's going to be huge. There'll be massive updates. If you want to get early access and all that, give it a bash. Anyway, now let's move on to the final point of today's video. FIFA 23. What's going to be happening next week? I'm going to let you know. Let's dive into it. Right, so I'm going to run this in the background because this is the brand new official Ted Lasso trailer. That's right, Ted Lasso is in FIFA. And this is what I mean, the difference between Konami and EA. EA continually at least adding new content, trying to put different stuff in the game. And then Konami's just sitting there saying, well, it's free to play. You know, what are you going to complain about? Well, I'm still going to complain about it. But anyway, folks, this is what's going to be happening. Next week, I am picking up FIFA 23. I'm going to be using EA Play Pro, so that way I will have access to it on the 27th of September, and it only cost me $15 as opposed to the crazy amount that it can cost you. Once it does launch, I'll be putting out some matches, all right? We'll do maybe a Man United, Man City, Real Madrid, Barcelona, Inter Milan, AC Milan, I don't know, stuff like that. Maybe even show some Sky Bet 1 matches as well. You know, Sky Bet Championship games, just so there's, you know, some different variations. Some of you guys might want to see the lesser teams. Some of you might want to see the top teams. I'm going to put out those matches, give my opinions, give my thoughts. So I really want to put out a good 3 or 4 videos on Tuesday or Wednesday, depending on the day that we get them done. I will stream next Friday as well. I will be doing a Manchester United career mode because why not? Probably be doing a lot of playable highlights because I just want to get through a season and see how it feels. But we will be back with the regular content, folks. I need to do something, and right now, this is the only football game we have to play, right? It's new, at least it's brand new, and even if they've added minor enhancements, it's something, all right? So I will play FIFA 23, whether I'm whining about it or not. So there we have it. And we can even check out Ted Lasso for a laugh, if you would like. Anyway, you let me know your thoughts about everything, as always. Are you picking up FIFA 23? Let me know in the comments. But until next time, also let me know about eFootball. What would you give it out of 10? Honestly, for me, out of 10, for their first year with eFootball, you cannot personally rate it higher than a 3. You really can't. When you factor in everything throughout the year, pathetic. Has to be a better year next year. But until next time, subscribe for more. Thank you for the plaque, guys, the legends. Take care.